How's it going, everyone? I'm Pro Vigilance, here with another video for you guys. Before we jump into things though, a reminder to click that like button and subscribe if you enjoy my content. Both help me grow my channel and reach out to a greater amount of the community. With all that said, let's jump straight into things. So it looks like Cryptic has released a new pack with new companions on the Zen market. Let's take a look at it real quick. So in the companions tab, we can see Legends of Neverwinter Companion Bundle. It's listed for 6,000 Zen at a 20% off rate. I did check earlier on one of my other tunes, and we are able to actually reduce this price a little bit with coupons that you can open from your Celestial Bags of Refinement. Let's give a look at this real quick and see what the pack offers. In this pack, you can see it gives two choices of the following: Face Fighter, Priestess of Sune, Sorgiel, Gorilla, Owlbear Cub, Quasit, Watler, and War Dog. Some of these are actually highly sought after, like the Owlbear Cub for instance, and having that on an account would be awesome for all of your DPS characters that you have. So this pack, seeing as it's two of the choices from the following, could be very valuable if you were to look to sell it, on the auction house. It doesn't say it binds on character when you pick it up or anything. It's just whenever you go to equip it. So you should be able to resell these. But let's look at the real reason we're checking out this pack right now. So we get 4 different mythic companions. You got Jarlaxle Baneray, you got Unu Linariel, and then you have Elminister Almar, and Lich Makos. I'm going to tell you right now, Jarlaxle is going to be a bit of a chase. So he's giving 7.5% accuracy. We've been waiting for a straight 7.5 accuracy from a companion bonus for a while. So seeing the fact that he gives 7.5% accuracy, this is going to be a highly sought after companion. And well worth using, if not pretty valuable to sell. Just consider which one you would rather do. Keep in mind, too, looking at the top of this list here, it says it grants one of the following companions, and it's at random. That might be a bit of a turnoff to this pack, honestly, because not all these companions are that great, which we'll get to in a minute. Let's look at Linu. So Linu, she gives 3.8% Forte, 3.8% outgoing healing. This is going to be actually kind of useful for some healers out there, because that extra divinity regen, your outgoing healing bonus in general. While it might not be the best option, this is a option. And with all of the new gear out there from Dragon Hunts, from Mastercraft, you can kind of make up for some of those stats that you may not have already, had before, and you might be looking for new ones. This will open up the doors to that, with the Forte being there and that outgoing healing bonus. Definitely worth grabbing for this companion. Elminister. So with him, when you take damage while under 50% health, you'll be shielded for 15% of max hit points. It can only be applied once every 45 seconds. This I don't find very useful. Yes, it's kind of a nice quick save for that 15%, shields. Let's actually say that works, because certain things that are supposed to give shields in this game right now, for instance, combat enchantments, don't actually give you the shields that it says. So this would require some testing, but let's say it did work, I wouldn't really consider it to be all that great. That cooldown of 45 seconds is a major turnoff. Now, if this was like once every 10 seconds, I could see that being a little bit more useful, but 45 seconds, it's not for me. Lich Makos. So for this player bonus power, we get 10% chance on hit to deal 98 magnitude damage as psychic damage, and to also heal for 5% of our max hit points. This one at first glance might not seem all that great, but I can tell you as a tank reading this, it actually might not be so bad. So we do the extra 90 magnitude damage, which is great, but if you're running any kind of a self-heal, 5% here though is actually kind of nice. And the fact that it doesn't have a cooldown means that this can proc pretty often. It's not going to be a large heal, but it could be that much, to kind of help out your healer and not really have to have him focus on you. So Lich Makos, like I said, at first glance might not be that great, but it could be a utility for your different companions you're running. So honestly, out of all of these, there's only really 3 that carry any kind of weight as far as a decision on my mind if I was going to keep any of them. In starting in order, I would pick Jarlaxle first, then Linnu, and then maybe Makos. Elminister, unless they brought that 45 seconds down, I really don't think he's worth running. And like I said before, this pack it's at random, which grants, just, it says right there, which grants you one of the following companions that will become account wide when used. So something I noticed on my main character, I'm actually on my alt character right now because I opened up some of my Celestial Bags of Refinement and I saw this price drop, so it can be affected by your bags of Celestial Refinement. When you get the little vouchers that give you % off. After opening up all of our bags, we ended up getting a limited time 25% off any companion. And so let's take a look in the Zen market real quick. So the Legends of Neverwinter Companion Bundle actually does show on the companion section of the Zen market. As you can see, the price has dropped to 5,625 with the 25% off coupon. Right now it's just showing the 20% off promotion that they have going for this, but you can see the price did go down from 6,000 with the 25% off coupon. And if we were to have the Zen for this, if we clicked A on this right now, it would actually show that coupon as an available coupon to use. So before you buy these, definitely, if you have refinement bags, this would be a time to open those and try to get like that 30% off any companion, or that 25% off, just to get that little extra bit of Zen knocked off. I mean, you saw 5% extra Zen just knocked me down 375 points off of the Zen price, and that's not bad. It's a good amount of savings, especially with how expensive this pack is. Let's go ahead and take a look real quick at some of these companions as a close-up in the auction house, because I know some of them have been listed already. So first up, we have Elminister. Elminister, it's giving that player bonus when we get that damage below 50% hit points to get the shield. You can see here, he does some combat powers, so he's not actually an augment companion. He does Ice Rays, Apparition, I don't even know. He basically summons a shield the summoner for damage for 30 seconds. This is all gonna require testing, but you know, I don't have these are just on the auction house right now. And then he does a line of Raging Fire that damages foes. So there's the potential that these guys could be really good in combat, who knows. Jarlaxle was up next on the auction house, so we're going to take a look at him next. Graceful Swordplay, deal damage to target foe with graceful rapier strikes. We have Illusionary Fireball, which throw an illusion of a fireball onto the ground that lingers for 4 seconds, dealing damage every second to the enemy that stands in it. Could be useful in an AoE, I don't know, we'll have to take a look and see. Wand of Web. Activates a Wand of Web on the target, causing the spiderweb to appear beneath them, creating difficult terrain and inhibiting movement. Sounds just like what happens when you're fighting Drow over in Rothe Valley right now. A lot of them put webs underneath your feet that causes your movement to be slowed. Doesn't look like it does any damage based on the description, but again, will require some testing and we'll have to see what it does. Like I said earlier, the plus side to this companion is it gives 7.5% accuracy. Not seen in the game at the moment, and that would be highly valuable to a lot of DPS who can't get their accuracy that high. Next up is Lich Makos. So as it was shown earlier, he's giving that 10% chance to deal 90 magnitude on each hit, and to give you back 5% of your max hit points as a heal. Looking at him, again, not an augment companion. He does Consume Soul. A blast of psychic energy hits the target, siphons some of their soul, healing the caster, which I'm assuming would be him. Fireball. Blasts the target with a fireball projectile that explodes on impact, dealing initial damage and fire damage over time, up to 5 nearby enemies. Meteor Blasts summons a shower of 5 meteors, random locations around the target enemy. Meteor Swarm. Makos drops more meteors during Meteor Blasts. And then he just has his roll expertise. So this sounds like a really decent AoE companion. Again, we don't know until we have it tested, but I mean, Fireball, Meteor Blasts, those are both AoE attacks, and it sounds like it hits a decent amount of guys with it, so this would be something worth looking into, possibly, as far as doing a lot of damage. But yeah, we're just gonna have it tested. Then we have Linu Linaro. She gives that 3.8% Forte and 3.8% outgoing healing bonus. Looks like this is giving you a healer companion, no augment here. Lunar Light, she heals all allies within 25 feet. You got Moonlight Mystery, summon a blast of moonlight that damages foes around and the caster, and heals yourself and allies. So it's a secondary heal there as well. And then we have Sacred Flame, sears foes with Radiant Flame. So 2 different heals. Again, requires testing, but this could be another, you know, really good healer, kind of like the Dedicated Squire that we have right now, or the Paladin Hellmite Ghost. Both of those tend to be kind of the better healing companions. But we'll see what this one does. If I get any of these, if I plan to buy any down the road, I will definitely, you know, showcase them and see what I think of them compared to the others. I'm not on PC, so I don't have the ability to really, per se, test like they have the option to. So I would recommend maybe checking out some of their videos in the future if anybody showcases any testing on these companions. That's going to wrap up my video. I'm sure that you all have some really good ideas about some of these companions. You know, the price being a bit steep, you know, you can see these companions are pretty well worth it. I would definitely recommend giving a better look into it as you see people having these and testing them out. You never know if any of these things are going to become best in slot pretty soon at all. As I mentioned before, smash that like button if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe to follow me in more future content. Let me know any thoughts or critiques in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good day.